Wait, we can't send music? Nope. I mean, you can, but no.
That was fantastic. I love that you wiped your face like that.
You like that?
It was perfect.
It was
beautiful.
It was a good one.
It was very beautiful.
Show me how I did it. Bring it up and bring it down.
Oh, so like the joke where she
picking up what I'm putting down.
Yeah, that's gross.
You don't remember that joke about the blonde
it's
whose
good.
hair turns green?
No. Tell me.
What? You don't remember that joke from when you were 5?
No. We had different jokes.
That was like the corniest of the cornball jokes.
Do you know where my raps are, babe?
No, babe.
Not at all.
No.
Whatsoever.
Babe, I am not supposed to keep track of your stuff. You are supposed to keep track of your stuff.
Didn't I just put them up?
I don't know.
Put them up.
I don't know where you put them.
Ah, look at that. Look at me being fancy with some neon lights.
You are a fancy man.
Podcast.
You are a fancy man. That is fire. What the fuck? He's a savage.
Wait, is this
Lily, I just made this in like 2 minutes.
This is one. Slap Studios is now live streaming Slap Podcast. Yeah, fuck yeah, it is. Fuck yeah, we are.
Look at how beautiful that is.
That's amazing.
Why does his look better than yours?
It's crazy, right? Because he just made it and didn't send it.
I literally I just hit the save button before you hit the live button.
What's up? Why is it a dark screen?
Why are you frozen?
That's not frozen. I have the pause, so it's not killing the screen. What do you mean? Why is it a dark screen? You should see regular screen.
Are they on YouTube?
He says it's a dark screen.
Now, if you have the video private, I don't think it's gonna put you live on YouTube.
It's not private, bro.
I could be wrong. I didn't know you were talking about the private thing earlier.
No private.
It's not private.
It's not private.
Every time I move, it goes dark. What the fuck?
You're private.
No.
Ryan's lying to you.
Yeah, you're a liar. You're a liar.
Liar, pants on.
No, I think you're just having bad reception or something. What I do need to do is make sure that there is a wait room on the Zoom call. Because we are going to be opening up the call. All right, so what we're doing tonight is we're trying to start this podcast off. We understand people are like, wait, a podcast? What do you mean a podcast? Aren't you just going to listen to our music? We will offer a few slots throughout the podcast for people to have submissions in. We're only going to take 5, and it is a little heftier than normal. It is going to be a $10 slot if you would like your song. At least it's a prime time slot, right? So honestly, I would get in early on that. I didn't put the email up because it is a different email that you're going to submit to. I'm only taking the first 5. So if that's what you decide to do, then by all means. But this is more or less going to be about just us fucking bullshitting about random topics that we grabbed. And every time we go over a topic, one of us is going to read an article. We're going to open up the call to allow people to come in, speak on the topic, or whatever the case is. But I will be kicking those people out of the call afterwards. They're just going to get a short amount of time to talk about whatever the fuck we talking about. But, yeah, I figure we're just going to give a little bit of, something different, some different content, man. Not all just listening to music at all fucking times. So that's what we're going to do. It's to wait for us to get it started. This is going to change, I guess, like over time. The structure of it will change. But for the time being right now, got my wife in here. Got Ian here.
Hello.
Don't kick me. Stay for as long as I want. I'm going to kick you, sir. Nah, you might be able to stay.
I think I'm kind of in here.
No, you are lost in the sauce, bro.
He is very lost in the sauce. He's screen is
Can y'all see me?
Nope.
I can barely hear you, bro.
Hold up. Let's try that. I am.
Southern style mac and
Hold up.
cheese.
The best
Wait
mac
a
and cheese
minute.
at the cookout, guaranteed.
Oh
Definitely
no, I
spelled
just dropped the
guaranteed
fucking. God damn it, I dropped PC.
wrong. You better fix that.
Well, I'll find it later.
No, you won't.
Can't see. No, I can't see him either, Ryan. So we're on the same page there.
That's a thing. Oh,
There
I
we
can
go.
see E now.
Here we go.
Yeah, he back.
But I'm moving like a fucking robot.
He back. I'm gonna roll this blunt up, and we're I'm gonna share the live out a little bit. I'm gonna get things started. I'm gonna get things motherfucking started. You know, next time what I'm gonna do too is I'm gonna line up a bunch of mine and T's production, and just kind of have that fucking playing real light in the background type shit.
Oh shit!
Backtrack.
Ready to set the mood in this motherfucker.
Set a little bit of a mood in here. You know what I mean? E is back. E, like, check it out. E don't go nowhere. The only reason why we as successful as we are right now is E and my wife.
He said he is back because he's back on the street.
Oh.
Not that E went anywhere, but we appreciate it.
Yeah. I was about to give E mad praise. My wife just shut that shit down. She said, no.
We know.
Hey, come on,
we appreciate the
hey,
praise.
Let's
backtrack. Let's forget I said that.
Let's
go
hear
back
what
to
you
you
got
guys.
to say.
We do like the
What
praise
you got
sometimes.
to say? I'm gonna clip this and save it forever.
Right? Can you? Because guess what? He never does it. So let's backtrack. Rewind.
It's too late now, baby.
Do it.
You had to do it. You had
Where's
to
my
open
phone
your
so I can
mouth,
say this
wifey. He said no,
Oh, man.
Mr. Clean. Come on, man. Come on, man.
I got some dope shit to talk about though. I ain't gonna front. I got me some good ones.
And
you didn't hear the glitter thing either, right?
Glitter bombs?
All right, so no, I have this new conspiracy, but it's not necessarily a conspiracy because motherfuckers are mad secretive about this. You'll see. God damn it! I can't get this fucking.
You're gonna become a scientist again on it?
What do you mean?
Your science experiment with your blunt yesterday?
Oh no. Wait, when I put a bunch of them together?
Yeah.
All right, so I will show you all that. I haven't shared pictures. I was gonna make like a real fucking positive, motivational fucking post.
Yo,
But
I will put that on my motivational page.
what, my blunt yesterday? All right, y'all know, if y'all in the Discord, y'all know how many times a day I say, "Damn, I'm out of raps." It's a thing. It's a real fucking thing. But yesterday, I didn't let that shit get me down. I said, "Fuck that." I looked down. I said, "Whole lot of roaches." Sure enough, tore each one of them bitches open. Fucking breathed on them for like fucking a minute apiece. Hydrated them hoes, and then I attached them. I licked each one of them and attached it, and fucking vice gripped that bitch. I viced it up. And I'm gonna show y'all a picture of it.
Make that face again.
Like that. So I did that. But yeah, I'll share pictures. I'll share pictures of it. I was gonna make a fucking. I'm still gonna make an inspirational post with that because you just gotta believe in yourself at the end of the day. Yeah. Get it done. That bitch was, every one of them bitches was more resiny than a motherfucker, bro. Like,
That's the thing. It probably added to it a little bit.
didn't taste
Probably
the
added
best,
some
but that
character.
motherfucker, man, it burnt good. It didn't. Yo, Cosby's like, oh, it got holes in it. I sent another picture. No hands. Fuck you, man. Yes, sir. All right, we in the building.
Well, if you believe in yourself, you can grow chest hair.
See, it's still sending that though. Oh, because it's automatically on the Facebook to do that. That just got to be ignored.
Did you not stop it on Facebook?
I swear to God I did, but whatever. He said, yeah, if I believe in myself, I have chest hair, bro. This is just for the.
You can't see it on the camera. You're so white that it reflects off.
My nipples are more hairy, yo. Oh, God. Like, let's be real. Shit, man. Who wants to go fucking first? I got a couple
I'm
of good
curious
ones.
about this glitter. I'm curious.
All
About
right, so the glitter thing is like.
We've been talking about it for a hot minute now.
All right, the glitter thing is this, right? So I'm gonna try to do this one without notes. Glitter X is the name of the company of like the biggest manufacturer of glitter, but there's been like some type of glitter shortage. Right. So the New York Times sent the person over there to see if they can like get some type of intel, maybe a tour. So the person goes over there and they asked for a tour, with the New York Times. Da, 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 da. They denied the tour, and they also said some shit to the length of, "I wouldn't even allow you to hear how it's made from the room next door." So like automatically made it super secretive as to how glitter's even fucking made. Like, what are you doing, chopping unicorns back there? Like, what the fuck are you doing? First of all. And then secondly, they were like, okay, well, that's fine. Is there anything that you can share? Da-da-da. The person there had shared that there's one buyer of glitter. Like, there's one main buyer. And the company doesn't want anybody to know that it's buying that much glitter and that it's used in the product. So when he was like, "What do you mean, like, if I look at the product, I wouldn't be able to tell there's glitter involved?" And the person goes, "Probably not." Da-da-da. So people have speculated now that it's in, like, boat paint or, like, just random shit where, like, it could harm the environment. It could be in food. Like, it could be in, like... So whatever it's in, they don't want people to know about it at all. And I was like, this is bullshit. So when I heard it, I immediately called bullshit. My bullshit flag went off. I went to Google. And honestly, you cannot find who is the biggest buyer of glitter. There's no trace of it.
What is glitter made out of?
I don't know anymore. Go ahead and try to figure it out.
I don't know anymore.
I don't know
what glitter is made out of.
I don't know anymore.
So we don't know what glitter is made out of. We don't know who buys it. We don't know anything except for the fact that it gets everywhere when you have it, and it, no matter the place that you shouldn't even be.
So,
and then it stays in your skin for forever.
A lot of the speculation went into, like, they said maybe in explosives and bombs, and maybe in fucking. There was a couple
good
good ones.
Matter though, explosives and bombs are like that wouldn't really like.
Let me go to
some glitter and some bombs.
In my notes, I put a couple of speculations. Boat paint. Exclusive beaches was a weird one. So, like, sparkly white sand would bring a premium for places catering to the rich people. So, legitimately, like, some of the most expensive beaches on the planet could potentially be mixing glitter in their sand. And don't want people to know about it because it washes into the ocean.
Oh, no, I didn't think about that. I was like, why would they care? But that makes sense.
So glitter is made out of a combination of aluminum and polyethylene terephthalate.
What?
Terephthalate. That sounds really weird saying it. And some are made from metals and glasses. And glitter was invented in 1934 in New Jersey by a rancher or machinist named Harry Rushman. So why is a cattle person or a herd person making glitter?
You understand what I'm saying? Where is the Zoom call link? Is that the right one? No. E, where the fuck did I send you the Zoom call link?
In the Discord.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see it. Tagging that into the chats, hopefully. But yeah, I don't. Why is a cattleman making fucking glitter?
I don't know. Why did he invent it? How did it happen?
Let me know in the goddamn chat what y'all thinking. I have no idea. Even after I read the speculations, I'm like, who the fuck would? I don't know. The beach one. After I read it, at first I was like, that sounds dumb, but then it's like, oh shit, yeah, that's wild.
That's what I'm saying. At first, when you first said it, I was like, who would care? But then, like you said, washing into the water, chemicals into the water. You know, that's a huge thing right now, anyway.
Yeah.
But that makes sense.
All right, so I'm dropping the Zoom call link into the chat. Every time we speak on a subject, if you have anything you want to add to it, maybe you have some information that we don't know, or you just want to give your 2 cents on it, the Zoom link is there. I'm going to let you get your thoughts off, and then I am going to hang up the call on you, and we're going to move on so we don't get too confused on the screen of who is what and what's going on. We're trying to keep some type of structure to the platform since it's a new thing that we're trying out. If anybody does want to take one of the submissions, because we're only doing 5 in terms of music, it's a completely different thing. After a while, you guys will realize it just is what it is. I'm going to try to do this Thursdays, see what we can do. But there is 5 spots open. They are only paid slots. It's the only way we're doing music tonight. They're $10 slots. Let me know if you want to send in for that, because it's a different email, and it's not going to be getting sent to the same place. So if you send the Cash App, you guys know what it is, and if you don't, just let us know that you want to send in for one of them slots. We'll give you make sure that you have the Cash App, make sure you have the email. But understand there's only 5 spots, so if it gets full, I'll take that off the screen entirely. Understand? And they're not going to be played immediately. They will happen during our intermissions. So with that being said, Zoom calls in there. If you are jumping in, might take me a second to realize you're in there waiting in the waiting room, but I'll do my best. We started with glitter. What do you got? You got something for me?
Hold up, man. Got you. We are going to talk about an airline worker died after being ingested into the engine of a plane. An airline ground crew worker in Montgomery, Alabama died after being ingested into the engine of a parked plane. Plane wasn't even moving on Saturday. In a statement provided to NPR, the NTSB said it has opened an investigation into the death. The incident involved an aircraft, a medium-range jet that can hold about 70 passengers, which have flown from Dallas-Fort Worth to Montgomery Regional Airport. They haven't released the victim's name yet, but they were employed by Piedmont Airlines. They are a subsidiary of American Airlines. So let's talk about how the fuck do you get?
No, seriously. But my thing is this: like, if you're working there, bro, you know damn well how strong them bitches are. Like, R.I.P. the dude, but you knew damn well, like, you're gonna get sucked in, bro. There's no fucking way around it. That's crazy. I mean, it's R.I.P. dude, but that's just unfortunate. And that probably happens way more often than we even know it happens.
And then
the thing about it, you have to hear it. They're loud as shit. How do you not hear it to know you're in that parameter to get sucked in?
That's crazy.
And then imagine what it looked like, because you know that shit flew out the back of the engine. You got, man, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's just fucking unfortunate, bro. There's not much to say on that. Like I said, if I was working at an airport, there ain't no way in hell I'm walking around planes as they're coming in or as they're leaving. Like, there's no way in hell I'm walking around them shits.
Well, and what kind of insurance do you have on that? Like, if their family wanted to come through and sue the airline now for that, their insurance?
Nah, that's dead. Like Mozzie just said, the homie's fault. Like, you got to follow the regulations. There's got to be, like, bro, you had to have fucked up. That had to have been a him thing.
But what if he didn't?
How?
And then,
what?
Like, and then with life insurance, if you die certain ways with life insurance, your life insurance doesn't pay out. So does your life insurance not pay out at that point?
But peep this. I read further. They said the airport grounded all flights for 5 hours, which I get. Obviously, there's a death. But what it says that the preliminary report won't be released for 2 to 3 weeks. So why they're not releasing the name of the victim or a preliminary report of any kind for 2 to 3 weeks? Was homie pushed?
That's probably because they have to get all the body parts and then test the body parts and try to find, bodily fluid to do drug tests and analysis that way to make sure that he wasn't on drugs.
No.
That's true. I didn't think about that aspect of it. That's 100% a possibility.
I mean, but doesn't it then become contaminated if it's all over the place and the air hits it? The air then contaminates the blood that was inside of it, so they can't really test it properly?
I don't think the air would really affect that.
Why?
That shit turned that boy into a smoothie. Like, what are you getting?
Yeah.
Like, what are you getting?
It's like a big ass human blender.
They have to notify next of kin. He may not have someone close. That's true.
Mozzie says I watch too much TV.
That's just a wild situation. Bro, what? I don't know. What you got for me, baby? What you got for me, baby?
So mine is more of where certain phrases come from. and
Okay.
expressions because I love old expressions and history of things, and I would like for people to know where they come from if they say it, right? So the first one is bite the bullet.
Bite the bullet. So can we guess? Like,
Yeah,
can you make
guess.
this?
I
All
want
right.
you to
So
guess.
what are we guessing? Are we guessing where it comes from in terms of like?
Why is it bite the bullet? Why did they come up with the phrase bite the bullet, and why do we
Bite the
say it?
bullet.
I guess
It's
when
got to
you're
be a
biting the
cowboy
bullet,
thing, right?
The
I don't
cowboy
know.
thing?
It's got to be a
where.
cowboy time thing, right?
Yeah, but obviously, bite the bullet means you're gonna take whatever happens. That kind of situation, like I need to bite the bullet on that. You're taking whatever's coming to you, but I don't know where.
It's just like a dead.
Where would it come from?
I ain't heard that shit in a long time.
So, in the olden days, when doctors were short on anesthesia or time during battle, they would ask the patient to bite down on a bullet to distract the person from pain.
You ain't had nothing else?
No.
I'm not biting the damn. I understand like biting a stick, a piece of wood, because that has a little
Bro,
bit of
you ain't had
forgiveness.
nothing else. Seriously.
Yeah, a
that don't even
bullet?
sound
That-
right.
That's what I'm saying. Out of all the things,
What
like
year?
I said,
This was 1891 is when that
Cowboy
phrase came
days.
out. Cowboy
Dang,
days.
yeah, I'm telling
You ain't had
there
nothing
ain't no
else,
fucking
bro?
way you
There's
could've
nothing
had
else. No
You
type of
wanted to
leather.
have- you wanted to have a little bit of some, like you wanted to have something where you have to bite down on it, but you don't want it to fucking break your teeth in the process.
In a combat zone scenario, that makes sense, bro. But motherfuckers are just doing it in the doctor's office. The fuck, bro? Come on.
First of all, let's talk about why doctors had a bullet in the doctor's office anyway.
You ain't had nothing else, bro.
My boy said, "Hold on a second, let me get my strap." Doctor says, "Hold on 1 second, let me pop one of these out the chamber."
He sure
Oh,
works
what in the
fine. I know that's
fuck?
right. Good
That's what I'm
God.
saying. There could be a million things you can
Ain't
use
no
instead of
bite the
a
bullet.
bullet.
How many more you got?
This one has 14, so I figured I could do
Okay,
half
yeah.
and half. Like half now, and then you guys can do a couple more articles, and I can do the other half.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, let's do it.
So the
Yeah.
next one is break the ice.
Obviously, we know that's when you are starting a conversation.
But you
You're
think it was
walking
like
beer.
you think it was like made by like an Eskimo?
Probably.
Like imagine it was like
I would assume like you were going to like ice fish. You had to break the ice in order to get to what you're doing. If you're talking to if you need to talk to somebody, you're breaking the ice because you're trying to get to what you're doing. So you're trying to get to an accomplishment, or you're trying to figure out.
I would assume the phrase comes from somebody that legitimately had to break ice.
Yeah, that's my guess.
Eskimos.
So back when road
Inuits.
transportation was not developed, ships would be the only transportation and means of trade. At times, the ships would get stuck during the winter because of ice formations. The receiving country would send small ships to break the ice to clear a way for the trade ships. This gesture showed
Kinda right.
affiliation and understanding between the two territories.
So that's what the Titanic really was.
That's what the Titanic was.
But that ice was harder than the ship.
Mm-hmm.
It,
They said them
you
people to
bet
fuck
you-
up.
The ice said, "Man, fuck you. You fucked up with my cousin, man. We ready to fucking sink you, bitch."
Hey yo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
I was
wild.
like 50-50. I mean, I had breaking ice in the sea, right? I just didn't have the ship.
No, that was true. That's 1000%. I'll give you half a point. I went with Inuits. I was totally wrong. But either way,
And where are Inuits from?
Inuation.
Wait.
Inuation.
Yeah, what up? Give me another one.
Butter someone up.
Oh shit. Gotta be from a baker. It gotta be.
It has to be from
A
baker.
baker made that.
A baker made that.
Yeah.
What about you, E? Where do you think butter me up or butter someone up means or came from?
I don't fucking know. Butter someone up.
Butter them up.
I mean,
Yo, Ryan said it's what I need to do to my chest.
Mozzie
Obviously,
said
that means you're
grandma's
trying
made that up.
to sweeten up to somebody. You're trying to get something, so you're trying to butter them up. What the hell? I don't.
So this was a customary religious act in ancient India. The devout would throw butter balls at the statues of their gods to seek favor and forgiveness.
Hey, yo. What the fuck? Ancient where?
India.
Ancient India. They was just fucking
Throwing
hitting
balls of
balls.
Butter
butter.
balls, dog. Butter balls.
Butter balls.
Yo, that's wild. Yo, that is such a weird thing to do.
Yeah.
And for what reason?
To seek favor and forgiveness from their gods.
So they would just hit them with, they would have a food fight with their statue
Yep.
in order to say, I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
This shit is crazy. It don't even make no damn sense. Why would they think they would be forgiven after hitting them with butter? Like, you ain't even giving them, like, in my head, it's like, oh, giving them some food. But no, like, you're not even giving them food. Like, you legitimately hitting them with a substance used to make food because it would stick to the statue. Hey, yo.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. Hit us with the next one.
Don't hit my statue with no fucking butter.
Hit you with the next one. All right. What about Mad as a Hatter?
Never heard of that.
So that definitely comes from like the fucking 1500s when dude was making hats and he used to make hats all day long. Like he would just make hats, and eventually they kept coming back, and dude was like, "Yo, y'all not even paying me. How many fucking hats do I gotta make? Y'all only got one head. You don't need more than fucking two of them." And he got sick of it, so they used to just say, "Yo, Matt is a hatter," because that dude was always fucking tight. Like every time they had to ask him for a new fucking lid, man used to just have it. Why you need another? What happened to the other two I gave you? Type shit.
Okay. So.
You
You
know,
give,
never
it, you
even
give a
heard of
shot.
that.
You give it a shot.
I ain't never even heard of that phrase.
You've never
So-
heard Mad as a Hatter?
No.
Not even in
once.
Alice in Wonderland, the Mad Hatter?
He was
I don't
mad
watch
too.
that
see?
shit.
But he was crazy. There's a difference. Then again, maybe I'm thinking of this too literal. Hold on. I think I'm thinking of this way too literal. I think the buddy that used to make the hats was just fucking crazy.
I don't know.
Nah, I don't know anymore. I'm sticking to my guns. The first one.
Okay, so what century did you say it was?
1500s.
So the 16th century.
Damn.
That's the 16th century is what you're saying. The 17th,
Right, I was right.
No, the 17th century and the 18th century is when this came back from. And it was before, obviously, Lewis Carroll's book was published. In 17th century France, poisoning occurred among the hat makers who used mercury for the hat felt. The Mad Hatter disease was marked by shyness,
Half a
irritability,
point, dog.
and tremors that would make the person appear mad.
Half a point, dog. I was way too close. Half a
I
point, dog.
mean,
Half a point, dog.
You were close.
You were close.
Half a fucking point, dog. I'm out here. Y'all motherfuckers thought I was just talking out my ass, and I was. Truthfully. But fuck you, man. Shit. Alright, I guess I'll give my first one. I have a couple long ones, I think. I don't think I'm ready for those ones. How about this? Don't stress because gray hair? Yes, it's reversible. Also, yes, I'm already fucking it up.
Remember when we used to do your reading score?
Yeah,
It's so bad.
we're going to score your reading.
All right.
We're gonna score your reading again. This is coming back.
Does stress cause gray hair? Yes. Is it reversible? Also, yes.
Okay, with that enthusiasm, let's talk about it.
All right. The correlation between stress and gray hair has long been debated, but a new study proves that stress can indeed have an effect on the color of people's locks. Researchers have even determined that a person's hair can return to its original hue when the stress in his or her life is removed. By the way, this article is brought to us by Ripley's author. I don't see a fucking author on this.
That's probably gonna be at the bottom.
It might be at the bottom. I'll let you know at the end. Stress is more. Our data add to a growing body of evidence demonstrating that human aging is not a linear, fixed biological process, but may, at least in part, be halted or even temporarily reversed, noted Martin Picard, PhD, senior author and associated professor of behavioral medicine in psychiatry and neurology. Look at me, cracking them big words out. At Columbia University, Vagalos,
Oh dear baby. Jesus.
Vagelos College of Physicians and Surgeons explained in Science Daily. The study is called quantitative mapping of human hair graying and reversal in relation to life stress. However, the effects are usually temporary, only happen to people within a certain age range and apply to just a few strands of hair on the head. Picard stated how hair records a person's biological history, and when it's still beneath the skin in the follicle stage, it can be affected by stress hormones and other factors. Once hair grows out of the scalp, they harden and permanently crystallize these exposures into a stable form, he added. In other words, once your hair grows out of your fucking head, it changes color. Only new growth at the root can be altered. You fucking dummies. Yeah, that's pretty much it, though. I'm not getting fucking any farther into that. Gray hair can be reversed, but not. It's temporary. You know, so stop stressing. Get it the fuck together. And your hair won't be all white and shit. You know? For a little bit of time.
Or you can buy hair dye and,
Yeah.
cover it up.
You do what I do.
Yeah. What you do.
Yeah.
I'm
What is
just.
it that you do?
I don't even know what I do.
How can it be? Sometimes you just get gray hair from getting older.
Like,
Hasn't
yeah.
to do with stress.
Yeah, but there's the thing. But I think what they're really getting to here is like, there's people that get gray hair way earlier than they probably should.
Well, I know a guy that shit in his 20s he started getting gray hair. But he
Yeah.
never
I've seen
really,
it too. Yeah.
He never really seemed like a stressed out dude to me though.
Yeah, but
always
that's that
real-
mental shit, bro. Motherfuckers just
Yeah.
probably in their own head. But then it could be either it could be just be a genetic thing, but then there's people that are, the larger amount of people probably are just stressing themselves out.
That's true.
I'm
Well,
sure there's a genetic thing.
There's genetic factors included in it, for sure. Because like I started getting gray hair, and it's not always stress related. It's just
I don't know why it made me think of this, but there used to be this kid in school that we went to school with that had his fingernails were inside out. It was the craziest thing. And I'm
What?
not gonna obviously say his name or anything like that, but his fingernails used to be I wouldn't even say inside out, bro. Like they went in and they were fucked. And I always wondered what the fuck was going
were they,
on there.
Skin or were they like?
No, they were nail. It was definitely nail, but it was like I'm telling
Was
you,
it
the
indented?
easiest way for me to say it. Yeah, it was indented. It was like the opposite way in, and it was also very. Ugh.
Did he chew on his nails and that's why?
Fuck no, we would have never let him. Nah. You better not. You fucking better not.
I'm not even like. What do you mean?
Yo, I can't even explain it. I wish I could find like a picture. It was inside. The easiest way for me to explain it was they were inside out, bro. Inside out. Them shits was like, I don't know, but we always just after a while it was just normal. We just chalked it up to dude got weird nails.
Just chalked it up. to
I
do
typed in
weird
inside out nails and they gave really cute pictures of nail designs. Look,
That's definitely not what they look like.
are you sure? Because
Yeah.
these are pretty cute. Look at Sadness. Look at me on a whole nail.
Wow. It's on you, bro.
stuff. Something about frogs.
Something about frogs.
Hold up. So we got.
about frogs.
Hold up. Can a frog album knock Taylor Swift off the top of the Australian something
Something.
All right, now,
Something-
all right. When I sent this to you,
chart?
I did want to. Can you give me the name of the track real quick? Because I did want to like pull it up and play a bit of it.
An album of frog calls is hoping to overtake Taylor Swift and clinch the top spot in Australia's music charts. Hold on. Scientists want to raise awareness of the declining frog population, which has seen a steep fall since the 1980s by releasing an album of frog sounds. The album features 43 of the most threatened frogs, and researchers behind it want to take Taylor Swift's #1 spot in the top 50 songs chart. Let me see.
I can find it. I'll find it.
This doctor said, I'm hoping the frogs can do it. It's an amazing album for a really good cause. And we've had a really good response so far. So my fingers are crossed. And then the people said, we need to get as many pre-orders as possible to knock these guys off the charts. So
I can't find. Like, is it called Silverchair?
Let me see. It doesn't tell me the song.
Because if they're knocking her off the charts, I should be able to easily find it.
The Australian frog. The album is called "The Australian Frog Sounds: Songs of Disappearance." So look up the Australian Frog Sounds: Songs of Disappearance.
Frog Songs of Disappearance. All right. Wow. All right. I found the album. Found the album.
Are you sharing your sound?
I'm really hoping these calls, particularly these threatened species, actually ignite the spark in people that make sure that the future generations can hear these calls, and we do not rob them of that opportunity.
This is kind of relaxing.
They got 49 subscribers though. Like, you're not doing 2.9K views. I mean, you had high hopes.
But how many days has this been out?
For these amphibians, but
I mean, you could put this on a sound machine. No, because that thing in the back, I couldn't do it. I would die.
I mean, they're going hard. The frogs are going hard. You can't take nothing away from them.
I want to hear them break out in the frog beat.
Is it?
I don't think they're gonna break.
All right, let's try the next one.
All right, we need to start reviewing based off song composition.
Yeah, we're just switching to frog music now.
But how can this be considered music to knock off Taylor Swift off of a chart?
They was just talking out there.
And let's talk about the fact that Taylor Swift is #1 in Australia. It's random
Maybe
as fuck.
somebody really hates Taylor Swift.
Maybe Australia just really like frogs.
That too.
But I'm just saying, let's just talk about the fact that Taylor Swift hasn't released any music. Why is she even on the Australian top #1 right now?
That's a good
They
point.
just love Taylor Swift out there. That's
Good point. It's a good point. It's a good point. I mean, I don't know. Hasn't she released some shit? Isn't she still charting here?
Yeah,
she's still
she
charting.
just sold out concerts, and remember
I
the
guess
whole
maybe
incident where
like her.
she sold too many tickets for her concerts, and then they had to cancel those tickets, and there's all this really big thing.
Yeah.
maybe I just don't
Zoom
pay
calls up.
attention.
If you want to share your thoughts on any of these topics, by all means, pull up on me.
Unless your name is Mozzie.
My wife said Mozzie's not allowed.
Maserati.
Mozzie's just gonna come in here and go, everybody hates frogs.
Fucking hate everything.
I'm
I fucking hate
from
frogs.
New York. We
I
hate
used to
frogs.
step on them and throw them against the wall.
You know, we all hate frogs in New York. That's
Mozzie's
a
out
real
eat
thing.
Taylor's ass.
People hate frogs so much. Like, living in Florida, the hate for amphibians and reptiles is real. We have people
That's
that
'cause
won't
you
deliver
guys
our
got 'em
DoorDash.
everywhere.
People won't deliver our DoorDash if Carl's outside.
Facts.
They see a frog, they scream and run the other way.
Yo, got them everywhere.
Oh my
There's
gosh.
lizards
A
everywhere.
lot of lizards.
We found something that Mozzie likes. He likes
What?
frogs.
Yeah, so do Australians.
Apparently.
Apparently. Am I out of wraps? Is that really a thing? That cannot be a thing. I bought extras. There's a bag with
This the bag that.
No, this is not real. Not real life. I bought more. I stopped to get more.
I know you did, and then I don't know what you did with said bag.
Or is it still in the car?
I don't know. Did you grab it when I handed it to you?
This is a great time to take our first intermission. We didn't get a song slot in, which is totally cool, so I'll just fill that slot because I need to take an intermission to find me some fucking raps. Let me find something to play for y'all. What am I gonna use for this slot? Let's do something that's something that's somewhat important in terms of a release that's coming out, maybe. I wish I had this. I should have thought this out. I got one. This one is coming out soon. Sooner than later.
This time I'ma shoot with my right. Mama told me don't do it if you ain't doing it right. Every song you hear me on, I'm steady proving I'm nice. They hating cause my team look like we moving to white. I ain't never took a loss, and if I did, I had to run it back. In high school, I used to think I was the coolest. You my brother and you stab me in the back, then use a Judas. I don't write, but they be trying to ask me how I do this. I just walk up in the booth like a wrecking ball. I don't even speak unless you tell me there's a check involved. I be on some ball shit, how can I direct your call? Floating in the air like when a feather fall, come back around like tetherball. Flow is so godly that it's never flawed. Tricking all these bitches, get the digits, then I never call. Please do not compare me, I'm something that you have never saw. Ask me how am I this great, I tell them that it's levels, y'all. Bossing up on every single level known to mankind. Tell them hoes I'm flyer than a ticket, watch them stand by. It's only first quarter and I'm winning by a landslide. Word to Steve Francis, I'm the motherfucking franchise. Tired of all these fucking local rappers and they damn lies. I swear the only time I use my hand to write is to write checks. They not original, these rappers is some vampires. They see the swag and I'm the one they gon' bite next. Niggas they be complacent, complaining because they ancient. Know you hating, but you gotta make it make sense. I should play for the Yankees, nigga, all I do is make hits. Quick with it, nigga, if you blink then you might miss the greatness. This how I'm coming all year, just for those who doubt. Niggas think they flyer than a bird till they going south. Ain't gotta get them cause I know that I got them. I'll send you pictures of the top cause it don't look like the bottom.
Oh, I am supposed to be here, no matter if you believe or not. Oh, I know in my soul I'm blessed in 14 karat gold, no matter how it goes. I just wanna be successful.
Yeah. This time I'ma shoot with my left. OG told me I ain't doing wrong if it get me a check. Most of the time I'm overanalyzing each one of my steps. If you ain't fucking with the team, that mean that you partially deaf. Pardon the party, I know it's kinda loud, but if you knew where I came from, it probably make you proud. I grew up with some nappy hair and a crooked smile. I never left my roots, my shit is still crooked now. But it's different cause them venues wanna book me now. Take a look around, they say I'm up, but how you know if you ain't see when I was down? Funny how I start to see acceptance in the crowd, and most of them think I'm farming how I get it out the ground. Damn.
Come up and talk about it, bro.
In the gym, no buying bags from the poppy store through that sliding glass window. Remember rolling 8 grams of Reggie and extendos. Now I roll up when I want and I keep plans I don't attend to. I'm a boss because I made it so. I had to stop fixing others cause that shit made me broke. I had to keep selling product cause that shit paid my notes. All of a sudden them yeses started to change to no's. Now they wanna feel the way, but that's the way it go. They won't hit the like, but they still play it though. It's crazy, bro, but honestly, I'm not surprised. When you playing with them oils, they gon' leave you fried. I'm not them other guys you used to, so get used to me. Think I got used to being used like it used to be. They tried to tell me I ain't got it, like that's news to me. You can hate me or love me, cause that's still views to me. All this pushing and shoving, but you not moving me. All this work I get done, dog, I swear there's 2 of me. You would think I died the way that they be viewing me. Feel like I just arrived aboard the truancy.
Yeah, I am supposed to be.
That's the link right there, bro.
No matter if you believe or not. I know in my soul I'm blessed in 14 karat gold. No matter how it goes, I just wanna be successful.
Cosby featuring myself. That one is coming out. I
I'm
think I'm
muted as a
dropping that as a single.
motherfucker.
Oh, E can't hear me yet. Hold on, E. Yeah, I think I'm be dropping that as a single. First quarter, so sooner than later. But
Yo, I'm ready to turn on the fan. Let me
oh,
know
I
if you
see
can hear me.
Ryan is in the waiting room. Let's pull him on in real quick. I think he said he has some news to tell us about the NFL. Maybe it's something that we haven't seen yet. Man, got something to tell me about that motherfucking NFL. Bro, I'm sick. Like, I know I have a hot take on the situation. I'm happy that Damar Hamlin is healthy. Like, he's coming to. He's conscious. I can't hear you.
I can't hear him.
Your earbud, I cannot. Your microphone part. You gotta join with audio. There you go. There you go.
Okay, I got you.
Like I'm saying, bro, I have a hot take on the situation, and that's why I've been like only talking about it off the air type shit. But at the same time, it's like I'm happy. I'm very happy that Damar Hamlin is you know what I'm saying, coming to. He's conscious. He's opening his eyes. He's getting back together. All that good shit. My thing is this: how did we let the entire week go by without finishing a fucking game, bro?
I wouldn't have finished the game either.
What do you mean?
They could have played 2 days later.
Not at the moment. I'm not saying at the moment. But there was multiple days that would have been sufficient to get the game done within the week so that we're not sitting here on Thursday talking about, well, where are we at with football?
Well, they just released where they're at with it.
On Thursday.
Yeah. So, and here's the reason why, and I see why Goodell and them did what they did. It puts Buffalo in a bind because Buffalo don't have no replacement after Hamlin. But Micah Hyde out with that neck injury. And I see how Troy Vincent wants to put the concern of the players and everything first. I mean, coming from a former player, I see it. But taking this game away to where they only play 16 games is going to mess up a whole lot of things because they're not – what they should have done is postpone the playoffs 1 week. That way they could fulfill that little bye week that they have before the Super Bowl as the championship games. That's what they should have done. But now, if Baltimore were to beat Cincinnati next week, Baltimore still doesn't have a chance at the division because Baltimore played one more game than Cincinnati, but Cincinnati has a better win percentage out of those 16 games.
That's where it's fucked up, and the whole season begins to start to have a fucking asterisk next to it, bro. Let's be real.
Mm-hmm.
That's the fucked up thing, bro. Like that's where
how
it becomes.
we were
fucked
just talking
up.
about that.
Like where, like I said, bro. They could have fucking did it 2 days ago. It would have been what on like a Tuesday, Wednesday.
Tuesday or Wednesday would have been perfectly fine.
A Wednesday, whatever.
Even if
They could have got the
rescheduled it
game done
today.
in the week, bro. They could have got the game.
They could-
Today even would have. Today is too late because now you're already into next week.
But if they did what they did, where they pushed all the games to Saturday and Sunday, anyways, technically speaking, today wouldn't have been too late. The Bengals just wouldn't. They wouldn't have had time to play between or time to rest between.
But I see why Troy Vincent kept fighting though, because T. Higgins has been getting death threats, bro.
T.
thought
Higgins,
about that, bro.
T.
That's-
Higgins is also taking it really hard. They said that he hasn't left the hospital
Yeah.
since Monday night. He hasn't left. He's
You
in
have-
the
you
hospital
have-
this whole time.
You have half the league that keeps going out there to the hospital, bro. Like I see why they canceled the Thursday night game tonight and moved that shit to Saturday. I see that,
But then they should have just forfeited the game. If that was the
yeah,
case,
that's the thing. Then you can't just hold the whole league up, bro.
my thing
That's
is
my
why
thing.
are they doing this shit now, but didn't do that when Alex Smith had his broken leg or all this other shit when Ryan Shazier went down.
That's the thing. Like, I exactly what was my take too. Is like, it sound crazy, and honestly, I'm glad they did stop the game. But like I said, bro, I seen Owen Hart die, and motherfuckers continue to put on fake matches for 2 hours, real time. When it comes to something like that, where something that holds national championships,
like I was telling Duce, this is the thing. It would be different if they weren't two top teams in the league. That game had importance. So that taking away that game essentially is going to fuck up a lot of shit. It's going to be a lot of what ifs, a lot of
there's a lot of
asterisks.
that's the problem. A lot of what ifs.
Giving
a whole lot of
giving
what ifs.
the Bengals the win off of a forfeit due to somebody's injury will definitely put asterisks because that gives Kansas City the first round bye. And Kansas City's who is that? Andy Reid even said he doesn't want it because of that. Like a lot of the coaches stepped up and said that what they're doing was good. But now watch 2 weeks from now, people are going to be complaining when
Bro.
Baltimore wins this next game and ends up not having home field advantage. They got to play at a neutral site.
Bro, it also builds up this whole fucking story arc of Whoever's on, if the Bills get to the fucking bowl, whoever's on the other side is a villain. Like, if they don't win, it creates an entire fucking.
My thing is this. I was just saying this too. It's like this almost sets up that perfect scenario too. That if Buffalo say there is the whole rigged NFL that everybody keeps trying to talk about all year.
Not that they would hurt somebody to rig the fucking situation, but they would take a situation and use it for their benefit.
Now that it's happened, not saying that they caused that on purpose. I'm saying now that it's happened, it wouldn't surprise me if they try to make a way for the Buffalo Bills to get to the Super Bowl, win the Super Bowl, and to say this season's dedicated to Hamlin.
True, but this NFL has been rigged for a very long time.
Oh, yeah, no, we know that.
Peyton Manning, when the Colts faced the Saints in the Super Bowl, and the Saints went on to win a Super Bowl after Hurricane Katrina, what pro quarterback of that caliber stares down his receiver the whole route and nods his head and waits for Tracy Porter to make a break, then throws the ball? And then what did the Saints do? They dedicated it to the city. Like, I see what they're doing and whatnot, but still, it's fine. We can all go ahead and say that the 49ers are going to be the villains like they were against the Ravens.
This guy is stuck on the fucking Niners, bro. This guy is
that's all you want to do.
Stuck on the Niners. He's hanging on Purdy's balls, bro.
That's all you wanted to say. You remember how you said you don't like being kicked from things? This is how you get kicked from things.
Hanging from Purdy's balls. All right. Is it your turn, E, or did you just did the? It's your turn, babe. You got some more?
Yep, I got more. So what about cat got your tongue?
I'm assuming this one came from a veterinarian. In the early 1900s. That's all I got.
Your cat was playing with the ball under the door as we were talking about.
That's all I got. I had nothing else. I'm going early 1900s.
So obviously, we know that cat got your tongue means that you're scared to say some shit. You're not speaking on something. So how would we take that and apply it to veterinarians in the early 1900s?
Because it had to do with something with somebody had a cat that had somebody's tongue or something, or just had a bad tongue, or just I don't know, maybe had a human tongue. Yeah, that's what it was. A veterinarian found a cat that had a human tongue. And,
I think it's an ancient Egyptian thing, bro. To be honest, because
so Mozzie's gonna go on Google and ruin it for everybody and steal her punchline.
Talk out of turn. Cut out your tongue, or you talk reckless, they'll cut off your tongue. I think that's more what it's related to.
So, in the English Navy, they used a whip called the Cat of Nine Tails for flogging. The pain was so severe that it caused the victim to stay quiet for a long time. Another possible source.
The Navy was whipping motherfuckers?
Yeah. Another possible source could be from ancient Egypt, where liars and blasphemers' tongues were cut out and fed to cats.
See?
So
now that's half a point.
That makes more sense. He gets a half a point.
This is bullshit, so we're tied up.
Yep.
You just got here, bro.
You just got here.
I've been literally calling it out ever since I was watching the live.
Didn't you say we were kicking motherfuckers out? Didn't you say we were kicking bitches out after so long? Get out of this Zoom call. Give me my points back.
Yeah, I need that half a point back, bro.
Okay. What about barking up the wrong tree?
All right, early 1900s, there was this veterinarian.
You are stuck on the 1900s.
Barking at the wrong tree. This came from. I don't fucking know. This came from a fucking arborist, a dude that had a tree farm, and
I'm impressed that you know what an arborist is.
You like what I'm doing here? and what had happened is his dog used to go out and like go to whatever tree had the ripest of fucking fruits. It would tell him, which one had the ripest fruits ready to pick. But on that certain day, the dog was fucking wrong. The shit was not ready to go. And he was barking at the wrong fucking tree.
So do you know what barking up the wrong tree means?
No.
It means to have misguided thoughts about an event or situation or a false lead.
You could have let me. I've been answering those. I've been doing my part on that part. I should be getting a lot of hella points. I should be getting my half points for that.
You don't get
At
a
least
half
I'm
a
telling.
point for
At
knowing
least
the
I'm telling.
phrase.
At least I'm telling you. She asked us to tell what the phrase means and where it came from.
That's true.
I'm only going for where it
There's
came
two
from.
parts.
Well, I could have got a half a point for knowing the fucking phrase. You know.
I mean, you haven't known half what the phrases mean.
Fair.
So, do you have a guess, E?
No.
And Ryan, who's eating food that he's not showing us what he's eating. What are you eating?
Spaghetti and meatballs.
Oh,
Yo, I had
yummy.
spaghetti tonight too. Spaghetti squad.
Yeah.
What do you think it is?
I think that came from like the early 1800s when detectives and stuff would investigate certain cases and people will give them false information and you'll be like, oh, well, wrong direction. Now we got to go find the right way. Basically barking up the wrong tree.
Was it a sleuth?
No, it was not a sleuth. This refers to hunting dogs that may have chased their prey up a tree. The dogs bark, assuming that the prey is still in the tree when the prey is no longer there.
I'm just saying I should get a half.
You
a
said
point.
trees and dogs.
You
You
don't
said
know.
trees
That
and
does not
dogs.
count for any points. Period.
But
He's with me.
you said that they were talking about trees being ready,
But
for
a
being
different
plucked.
food. They were talking about meat. I was talking about fruits.
Mozzie
So-
gets the point
You got it.
technically, unless he cheated, which we
You
think
got
My,
it.
Mozzie's
I
a
feel I
cheater.
get a half a point.
You get a quarter
You
of
said, you said dogs, trees, and food, so I'll give you a half point.
Okay.
I can't hate. I can't hate. I mean, you are my competition, but I can't. You had a couple keywords.
Keywords.
See what I'm doing?
Okay.
SEO, man. SEO keywords.
What about turning a blind eye?
There was this blind dude, right? And he walking past this fish market, right?
oh,
You done? You got anything?
No, nope.
What about you? E.
Let Ryan go first. Let me think on it.
turning a blind eye. I'm not even gonna fucking sit there and say I think I know, but shit. Basically,
so it comes from back in the day when the motherfucker would go blind and they shit, and they used to just fucking drift off. That shit was like, ew, it's creeping me out. So it would just like flip it around backwards, so it didn't do that weird shit.
I wouldn't know what year stuff it came from, but like turning your head and looking away from like something that really happened. Like you knew somebody that murdered somebody, you turn your head and you don't say nothing.
So it's to ignore situations, facts, or reality.
I know what it means.
And
we
it
know what
came
it
from the
means.
British naval hero Admiral Horatio Nelson.
Some of those
Yeah,
Navy dudes.
how did Mozzie?
Because
Mozzie's using
Mozzie's cheating because he's
Google.
using Google, and he's like, I'm not using Google, but we know how Mozzie lies. So
Wait, so
Google.
you
He just
telling
said
me?
the man's name.
You telling me? So wait, are these Navy dudes whipping people or what?
they're whipping people. You know, they're heroes. He had one blind
What?
eye. Once
You just reading off keywords like.
because once the British forces signaled for him to stop attacking a fleet of Danish ships, he held up a telescope to his blind eye and said, "I do not see the signal," and he
Yo.
attacked nevertheless
Hey yo.
and was victorious.
Man used his blind eye. That's fucking funny. Alright. Alright, let's see what else I got here. I got some UFO
Listen, I'm not
shit.
stupid, bro. What the fuck?
I got some UFO shit. I don't think it's
Found some
anything
more
like,
articles too.
it's nothing crazy, but this is just like this is also from Ripley's. Author is Noel Tallman. So salute to them. Military members reported hundreds of UFO sightings in 2022. And they're also being more vocal about it. The Pentagon's brand new all-domain anomaly resolution office, AARO, has received several hundred reports of unidentified flying objects since July, according to the AP. The office was created over the summer to monitor instances of UFOs in the sky, space, and underwater. It also tracks objects that can traverse between one domain and another. These UFOs are officially referred to as Unidentified Anomalous Phenomena, UAP, according to the Department of Defense. The agency set up AARO for military pilots and others who may be hesitant to report the presence of UFOs/UAPs. The Office of the Director of National Intelligence reported in 2021 that between 2004 and 2021 there were 144 UFO reports. AARO Director Sean Kirkpatrick explained that there have been many reports since 2021, or many more reports since 2021. While he didn't provide an exact number, he said it was several hundreds. More specific details are expected to be released by the end of 2022, but I guess we didn't get that. The influx of additional reports may be due to the outreach AARO has undertaken to destigmatize the observations. In addition, each military branch has developed its own reporting system. We're working with the military departments and the joint staff to normalize, integrate, and expand UAP reporting beyond the aviators to all service members, including mariners, submariners, and is it submariners? I'm assuming, yeah, mariners, submariners, and our space guardians. Kirkpatrick said. While AARO's mission is partially to examine the possible existence of extraterrestrial life, it was also created because UFO encounters can be a security risk for military aircraft and installations. Congress held a hearing in May of 2022 on the issue, which looked at whether these objects were alien in nature or unfamiliar technology being used by China, Russia, or other countries. These objects may also be items such as weather balloons. Don't get me fucking started. Yeah, so that's basically it. It's basically just stating that we're going to be seeing a lot more reports coming directly from this AARO. But I don't know. I already fucking watch a ton of this shit. I don't even need their fucking reports anymore.
Baby, look how creepy this is.
Submariner.
Watch her.
Whoa, what does she do?
She shows you.
She moves her mouth with it? Oh, yeah.
We can't
Submariner.
see what y'all are looking at.
Submariner, I was right the fucking first time.
But look, she shows you how to move your mouth with it.
That does not. She does not.
It says practice.
That looks like fucking Submariner. That looks, the way that does not show you how to move your fucking mouth. And instead I said it wrong, this dumb bitch. Who the fuck is she to tell me I fucking said it wrong? Fuck her. Submariner. You gotta move your mouth like this. Fuck that. Is that Google? Fuck that Google bitch. No, but the other day I watched this fucking interview with like a fucking hybrid, and it was wild. That I watched like an hour and a half of that, and it was fucking wild. They're still Nazis apparently. Mm-hmm. The girl was going off about Nazis actually got some fucking some. I can't even go deep on it, but the chick was saying there's fucking Nazis still working out on the moon with fucking. It's wildness. Wildness.
On the moon?
On the moon, bro.
The moon.
Like as if, all right, so I don't want to like get the information wrong, but there was a specific race of alien that Hitler was in contact with, and at first it was like their agenda, the aliens' agenda was a good agenda. It wasn't a bad one. But then Hitler apparently got all mixed up in some other shit and fucking took it to the next level and got mixed with the wrong alien race. Bro, real shit. Real shit. So, like, it got deep. It got deep. It got fucking deep.
So maybe we need to chop this video up. And
but then the bitch said that they ended up splitting, right? The Nazis ended up splitting fucking ways, right? So some of them went with the Draconians, which is like the fucking fucked up agenda ones. And the other ones decided to continue going with the initial fucking contacts, right? So what they're saying is the fucked up Draconians, they're still in a bad place. But what she's saying was apparently there's still Nazis that are doing good shit. That's what she was trying to say. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? What do you mean doing good shit? It's twisted. But it was yeah. It was a wild video.
That could have been a whole fucking podcast. Right there.
Bro, it's a. I
Chop
wish.
that shit
All
up
right,
and
so
just show
if I'm gonna
clips of
do
the
some
video.
alien shit, I'm gonna come with some shit at least that I have notes on. I'm just giving you fucking off the top of my head what I can remember.
What you're saying is Adolf Hitler was in contact with Thanos then.
Well, he was in contact with Anunnakis, right?
Yeah, Thanos.
Maybe.
Yeah, he doesn't. Okay, so he doesn't know like all of that. Okay, like.
Oh man.
He was in contact with Anunnaki and Draconians. Like that.
I've heard
And there's
that.
still the bitch was saying there's fucking still Nazis in Antarctica.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. E, what else you got for me?
All right.
Y'all don't watch alien shit? I'm gonna come with a
No,
whole
I
alien
don't.
episode. Watch, it's gonna be bananas.
I definitely watch
All right.
alien shit.
Yeah, you're forced.
I had to sleep through
Based
it.
on Lake Superior State
Whoa.
University,
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Easy there.
Let's back it up.
Easy.
These 10 words have been banished for 2023. What happened?
Words have been
That term
banished for
robot?
2023.
You said
These words
All right.
have been banished for
Can you
2023.
hear me now?
yes.
All right. So, based on Lake Superior State University, these 10 words have been banished for 2023, and there are some you use. They have chosen these 10 words they found were most misused, overused, or useless in 2022, and forbidden people from using them for all the next 12
Wait,
months.
who's forbidding who, bro?
This university did a study, they did a poll of people talking about the most useless, overused, and misused words of
Oh,
2022.
okay, so not an actual thing, just like
No.
leave this shit in 2022 type thing.
So more than 1,000 everyday terms have made it on the roll of shame, but here are the top 10. This word sees GOAT, the acronym of greatest of all times, top the poll.
Yeah, I can see that.
Also included were inflection point, gaslighting, quiet quitting, moving forward, amazing, absolutely, does that make sense, irregardless, and it is what it is.
You just took away half my vocabulary.
It is what it is.
Irregardless.
Yo, that's everything I say on the show. You just took away all my connecting words.
Oh my connecting
Like,
words.
what the
You better
fuck?
find some new connecting words.
That's amazing.
Hey, the people have spoken.
Absolutely.
The people have spoken. Those words have been
Who are
banished
they?
from
Who are these
2023. And this was written by Claire Hill, a news reporter for newssky.com.
You know what, Clara? Nobody
don't like
cares
you.
what the fuck you think I should say and shouldn't say. Um, straight like that. We're doing a podcast session today, so the only spots for music submissions are we have 4 more submissions open for paid slots only. We're not doing just regular submissions tonight, Brother May. We're trying a different format for some content on a Thursday night where we just talking about some shit. But if you do want to jump into the Zoom call and let us know what you think on any of these topics, I'll be sharing that link for y'all momentarily. I should have put that on a fucking
T-shirt.
t-shirt. No, on my fucking repeat.
What?
Who's up? Who's up? It's you up.
It's me up. Back to words.
No, it's not. It's E up.
You just went.
Yeah, it's you up.
It's me.
I got
up.
more.
Oh, you have more.
My next
got more?
one's about Florida.
Oh, words. Go there.
I'm so excited. Let's hear about Florida.
Florida sheriff says burglars called 911 to help them move the stuff out of the house. These people literally were robbing a house and called the sheriff to help them move the shit out of the house.
So what
Two
did they
people
like?
in Florida. It says 2 people in Florida were arrested after one of them made a 911 call to get help with moving their belongings from a home they were burglarizing, authorities said. Deputies responded to a home Saturday after a 911 call was made, but nobody spoke, the Polk County Sheriff's Office said. At the home, the deputies concluded that nobody lived there, but they found a male suspect and his girlfriend inside of a home after entering it through an unlocked door. I guess they had been searching for the male suspect after identifying him from security videos at a burglary at a Dollar General store in Florida, where several items were stolen earlier in the day.
A Dollar General?
So they went on to an armed robbery store and then asked for help to move their stuff into a house.
That is nuts.
That's
What
Well,
drugs?
That's your people, man.
Where
Florida.
in
That's not my
Florida was
people.
this? Where in Florida was it?
It
Polk County.
says
Okay.
hold up.
Polk County.
Poinciana?
Poinciana?
Yeah.
Poinciana.
Yo, that's where. Yo, that's crazy. That's where my auntie lived. St. Cloud, Poinciana. That's fucking hilarious.
Mhm.
That's hilarious.
That is funny.
That's your people, man.
Mm-hmm. That's Florida.
That's nuts.
Mozzie said, man who attacked Jewish man in Central Park screamed Kanye 2024 identified. Jesus Christ. What are you talking about?
Ozzy just wants us to
Attention.
read that article.
Mm-mm.
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 You don't think so?
I got some good shit now. So what I had there, it was cool. It was good. But I got some good shit now. Will eating apple seeds poison you? This is a real question. If you eat apple seeds, just smoke a cigarette.
Babe, we've gone through this. So apple seeds, if you eat enough of them, yes, they can poison you. Right?
Are you standing on that?
Wasn't it like 1,520 something odd apple seeds?
We're about to find out. You may have taken some precautions while eating this crunchy snack, as word on the street is that the tiny seeds... Matter of fact, before we do that, you want to guess on that, E? Do you think apple seeds can poison you?
No.
Ryan, you want to vote on that? Do you think
I think that'll
apple
make you sick to your stomach, but I wouldn't say poison.
Stick to your stomach, not poison.
No. You may have taken some precautions while eating the crunchy snack, as word on the street is that the tiny seeds can kill you. Well, it turns out that it's not completely true. You'd have to try really hard to feel any negative effects from swallowing apple seeds. Keep reading to find out how apple seeds get their deadly rep. What the fuck? Why would you tell me to keep reading? Bitch, I'm reading. Don't tell me to do something I'm doing. I'm actively in the... Apple seeds contain amygdala, which is
Oh
What's the
my
sign?
gosh.
composed of cyanide and sugar. So you know that's poison. Cyanide. When amygdalin is metabolized by the body, it disintegrates into HCN, otherwise known as hydrogen cyanide in fancy terms. HCN is highly poisonous and can result in death within a few minutes, if enough is consumed. Luckily for apple lovers, the amygdala in apple seeds is only active if the seeds are crushed. Plus, the human body can process HCN in small amounts, which means it would take a ton of seeds to actually do damage. Anywhere between 100 and 500 to be exact. It's not that many. That's honestly not that many.
But how many apples do you have to core and...
I mean, look at this apple right here. You're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 seeds out of one apple.
And
10 apples worth of seeds. I could knock a motherfucker off.
if you crush it up enough, and it probably... But we have to have like 500, depending on how tall and how big that person is, too.
Yeah.
No, they put it into perspective. To put it in perspective, one apple contains approximately 5 to 8 seeds, which is nowhere close to the hundreds that it can cause illness or death. A few whole apple seeds that are swallowed on accident will simply pass through the digestive system without harm. Yeah. So, I mean...
Get all those apple seeds out of every apple and eat them.
About to crush them up, make a powder.
My thing is like... has it, like... How would they even... I guess if you just break down the science of it, you could figure that out. But, like, nobody's ever tried the shit. Why the fuck would you just eat apple seeds?
I mean, how do we know they haven't tried
I've seen
it?
motherfuckers snort worse. You know, like, I'm just throwing that out there.
Perfect idea, dudes. Get a bunch of them, flatten them out, and turn them into a wrap.
Wait till I share my fucking post of my Frankenstein blunt of all my roach papers. You're gonna be like, damn, you really did that, huh?
I seen that the other
Oh,
day.
you seen it? Yeah, you're in the. Yeah, you seen that. Yep.
So TJ said that's how Johnny Appleseed died. And Homer said that's called clickbait.
Johnny Appleseed died.
I've been reading pretty fucking good. You know? I've been reading pretty goody.
I think E read more like a bedtime story, and you're reading more like a professor in a class.
I'm getting it done though, right?
I would like for you to try to read that one word again.
So he can enunciate the words correctly.
I don't even try. You know, like, even if I said it right, motherfuckers would still be like, whatever that means. So what's the
That's
point?
not what you said.
I'm gonna give y'all the fucking the of it, and you can understand.
The what of it? The trilingualness of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm breaking it down into layman's terms, as they like to say. It's your turn, E. I wish Ryan came with an article. He didn't even come with one.
Well, he wasn't supposed to come with an article. We were supposed to kick him out after he came in and said what he...
But see, we're not kicking him out, so he's supposed to have an article.
Yeah, see...
But I bounce out and charge my phone and just watch the YouTube.
Okay, bounce out. Bye. See, that was a polite way to kick somebody out. You could have kicked him in the shins.
All right, what you got, E?
Well, I didn't have anything, but hold on a second.
Yeah, we already
I can hit another one if you want me to.
Man climbs tree to escape charging moose in Alberta, Canada.
I'm with that. Tell me.
An Alberta man fled up a tree when he encountered an aggressive moose in his neighborhood. It captured video of the animal charging back and forth below. David Meredith said he was walking in his Anders on the Lake neighborhood in Red Deer when he noticed a moose nearby.
It's in Canada?
Yeah. He ended up doing a bluff charge, Meredith told CTV News. So I took the opportunity to scream like a little girl and run up the tree.
Mm-hmm.
Meredith recorded the video of the moose once he reached a safe branch. The footage, which he posted on Facebook, shows a moose using antlers to shake the branches, trying to knock him down.
Bro, moose are mean, bro. Yo,
he was grunting and had every intention to trample me by the looks of things. He said the moose finally left the area after about 10 or 15 minutes, allowing him to climb down and walk home.
And them bitches is big. I would never fuck with no moose. They're like 2 stories tall.
He really told the news station that he screamed like a little girl right up the tree.
Bro, moose get drunk.
It literally is in quotation marks. So I took the opportunity to scream like a little girl and run up the tree. What?
Moose get drunk off. They go around eating apples. They eat the fucking the old apples that are sitting on the ground and rotten.
With the apple seeds that they probably get
poisoned
poisoned
from. Not, they might. Yeah, they might. Because they eat a lot of them.
Yeah.
Now, think about it. They might eat 100. But no, it's because they're fermented apples.
Oh.
I said right? Fermented.
There you go.
Fermented apples. And they get drunk and do drunk shit. That moose might have been drunk. Or you just might have just hate people. Moose is, I don't know. I wouldn't fuck with it. That's why I don't know. I don't know how people live around some shit like that. People are like, oh, gators. Like, bro, you're not just going to walk down the street and see a gator. You will walk down the street and see a moose. I'm good on that.
Same with, like, buffalo. Like, up in
I mean, you could walk down the street and see a gator, but you got to be fucking around at the water's edge to really put yourself in some danger. But if you stupid, bro, go for it. But, like, you're not dumb. You're not in no danger. You see a gator on land, bro, they're not that fast. They got some, but they're not coming after you, bro. Just leave them alone.
And if they do come after you, you run in a zigzag line.
Yeah, they can really, it'd be very hard for them to get you. But they're not coming after you. You see gators all the time, like footage of gators on golf courses just walking mad slow across and not paying no attention to nobody. They don't give a fuck about you. Nope.
I just think it's funny as shit when you go to Florida though and you legit have gator crossing signs.
Peacocks are more vicious, bro. Peacocks are more vicious and territorial than gators are.
You know what's even worse than peacocks? Sandhill cranes.
Yeah, them Jones is wild.
You know what's mean as fuck? Geese. Them bitches are mean as fuck.
Geese. I hate them.
Bitches are mean
so
as shit.
Much. They're evil.
They're fucking mean.
I don't like birds in general. Like, I just don't like them. And it's not because I hate the eagles. But that is a reason I hate the eagles.
I mean, you can hate them all you want. We're still the best team in the league.
If you say so.
Is that gum I swallowed 7 years ago still in my stomach?
Yep.
Let's find out. Do you think it is?
I think that it doesn't dissolve properly, but it's not in your stomach. I think it has to go through your digestive tract. It doesn't just.
I think
go into
it
one
just
side
breaks
of your
down
stomach and
slower.
go, "Hey, I'm just gonna hang out here."
What do you think? E?
I think it breaks down slowly, so it stays in your digestive system longer. But I think eventually it does go away.
You probably have heard myths and superstitions over the years. Don't break a mirror, you have 7 years bad luck. Don't start shaving body hair young, or it'll grow back darker and thicker. Insert Ryan's comment about my chest somewhere in there. Eating a watermelon seed will cause a watermelon to grow inside of you. And of course, don't swallow your gum, or else it'll take 7 years for it to digest. I never heard the amount of time thrown in there. I heard about like you'll shit bubbles.
Shit bubbles.
Somebody
I've never heard that.
lied to
I've
you
never
as
heard
a
about shit
child.
and bubbles, dog.
Who's lied to you as a child? I have questions. Okay, continue.
It's a great way for parents to ensure their kids didn't swallow gum, which can be a choking hazard. But it may also cause some individuals to fear accidentally swallowing the sticky substance long after they've grown up. We're here to break the good news. What? What does that mean? While the body technically doesn't digest gum, it will pass it. It actually does so in just a few short days. It's unknown where the 7-year time frame comes from. Oh shit, what am I yawning? But the theories more than likely stemmed from the fact that many companies used to label their gum as indigestible. The main ingredient in gum are sweeteners, flavoring, preservatives, and softeners, which the stomach has no problem breaking down. These ingredients are found in everyday items you consume on the regular. However, it is the gum base itself that is indigestible. It was made originally from chicle. Look at me speaking Spanish. A sap from a sapadilla tree, which is what the ancient Mayans chewed. Modern gum has been made with synthetic polymers and elastomers and similar rubber-like ingredients to help speed up the manufacturing process and keep up the demand. You might be thinking, then it's okay to even be chewing gum is it even okay to be chewing gum in the first place? The answer is no. Stop doing that. No, the answer is yes. Food and Drug Administration puts limitations on certain ingredients, so even if swallowed, the synthetic components only sit in your stomach for a week at the most. It goes through a similar process as parts of majorly fibrous.
Fibrous.
Yeah, there you go.
So TJ asked about those razzles, and razzles were my favorite. Is my favorite type of gum.
Okay.
What's your favorite kind of gum?
What the hell is a razzle?
They're like these candies. They start out as a candy, and then
You know where
they
my
turn powdery.
favorite type of gum is in blow pops, and I don't like gum. But as a kid, like that was like I remember that is the best. So yeah, I would go with blow pop bubble gum. Yeah. What you got? What's your favorite gummy? I was also a big league chew type of guy.
That's where I was going with.
I was also a bubble
I'm
tape
big-
type
I'm-
of guy.
I'm big league chew because I played sports. So that's
I
why
was a
had.
bubble tape head, bro. I did fuck
Bub-
with that heavy.
Bubble tape as a kid, yes. Big league chew never stopped until they stopped. But yeah, I found that they have that's. I was at a party one time and they had like a kid's like birthday party and they had like a baseball theme and they had Big League Chew. I grabbed like 4 of them bitches.
Hey,
Sour apple, yeah, that
You got
bitch
it.
was on point. I have some at my work right now. What you mean? Big League Chew, sour apple. Yeah, that's my
Big
shit.
league chew goes hard.
Yeah, that's my favorite, hands down.
I got one more article. Fucking I don't know if you got anything left here. I think she has a couple more fucking sayings. Ugh. God damn. I guess now's a good time to do an intermission because she's inside taking care of the kids real quick. So,
Yeah.
with that being said,
So I was just trying to do a little bit of promo work anyway.
don't have what I wanted to play. I don't have my email. Oh, I do have my email. Wait, did somebody hit the cash? Livid did. I don't think Livid knew what we were doing, but I'm gonna just go. Is he here? How long ago was this? Wasn't that long ago. You still here, Liv? Let's run it.
Stack that bitch up, man.
Been way too much shit clouding on my mind. Always think I better up the courage just to end up saying never mind. If we head down that road, it's gonna turn for the worst, like we miss a line. Only one way to do this right, we don't need a sign. We know it's time we move like we combine. Ain't no need in forcing nothing that should be destined. It's like answering right and then take a time out to second guess the question. Don't sweat over small stuff, you know I didn't control, you shouldn't even stress. We just more connected when you ain't making choices, no need selecting. Make it harder to climb, we need to use leverage. It's always about progressing. You gotta hide your imperfections, work of progress, just express it. We go wrong, we just correct it. My love for you won't ever lessen. Even in the rough, just know you still my prized possession. Much of anything can be dangerous. Think about love, it ain't always painless. Every day I know we go through changes. That's the main thing I hope maintain it. Loyalty, you just can't train it. Give respect on me, you gain it. Don't supply solution to problems. We better off just not complaining. When you do vibes, you can't maintain them. No, we can't entertain them. See us lose, but I don't blame them. Cause we know that ain't change, that ain't change. We know we fight battles, sometimes we can't explain them. Just know I'm with whatever you with, you ain't gotta name them. Yeah, future brave, believe it. Don't rush your own win shit. Got a part of me, I'm cautious. Done been through and unseen shit. Love that you hold me accountable and still someone I can dream with. Most times I feel it's all figured out and that next step don't be needed. Been way too much shit clouding on my mind. Always think I better up the courage just to end up saying never mind. If we head down that road, it's gonna turn for the worst, like we miss a line. Only one way to do this right, we don't need a sign. We know it's time we move like we combine. Ain't no need in forcing nothing that should be destined. It's like answering right and then take a time out to second guess the question. Don't sweat over small stuff, you know I didn't control, you shouldn't even stress. We just more connected when you ain't making choices, no need selecting. Make it harder to climb, we need to use leverage. It's always about progressing. You gotta hide your imperfections, work of progress, just express it. We go wrong, we just correct it. My love for you won't ever lessen. Even in the rough, just know you still my prized possession.
My thing with the blow pop gum is like when you get it, it still has like some of the crunchy lollipop bits in it. If I could have like I wouldn't want it on the lollipop. I would want it like half the size, but the lollipop part of it not as thick, so that you don't have to fucking, you know what I mean? What the fuck is that? That's gum?
It starts out as a candy, and then it
Oh
turns
no,
into gum.
that's fucking gross. Those are like bottle caps.
Those are my favorite. I love
They
bottle
look
caps
like
too.
chalk.
I love bottle caps as
Who
well.
else said razzles? Thank you for following the stream, and Esther Chima over there on Twitch. This is a new thing we're trying here on Thursdays, doing a podcast. Trying to change it up, bring a little bit of different content, so we're not just always sitting here listening to music and reviewing music. We can branch out a little bit so we don't lock ourselves in a box, like I always tell y'all. So with that being said, we're trying a different format here on a Thursday night. Like I said, we do have a few slots open for song submissions. We have 2 more spots open for song submissions, matter of fact. And they are only paid spots. We're trying to not focus too much on music on Thursday nights when we do the podcast thing. But we do have other things for y'all to do. If you do want to jump into the Zoom call at any time, say that in the chat. I'll drop the link there, bring you in to talk on the topic. It's all good. I got you. Doing call-ins type shit. But that was Livid right there. It was cool. I don't like the way that beat had like this weird kick snare doublet. It was I wasn't a big fan of that. Liv killed it as he normally does, but it was the way the production was set for me that it was cool, but it was nothing special in terms of what I know Liv is capable of.
For me, it felt like background music. Like I'd use when I'm trying to do something and need my brain to focus on multiple things at once. But then I can focus on one. That makes sense. I don't know if I can explain how my brain really works.
The way that shit went like that shit just there was like a doublet in there. It just sounded strange. I don't know. Did you hear enough of it, E, to speak on the?
Oh yeah, I didn't leave until I think they had that long ass outro on it. unless he came back in. But I mean, I definitely think that it still lived on live. He killed the shit. I mean, everything about his portion was good. Like you said, the production was a little shaky. But I mean, as far as everything that Liv does, it was up to his normal standard. I like the record.
In terms of a score for me, goddamn, this shit is strong. In terms of what I know, live scale, this is a 72.
That's fair.
I
Live
can
scale,
say,
yeah.
Like I said, background music for me was like a 68.
Your score, you?
72.
So I try to explain to Mozzie that peacocks in Fort Pierce, Florida are a thing that you're not allowed to touch.
Hit a peacock in my city, boy, you getting a ticket.
Exactly. He's like, it's safe to eat peacocks, but like most meat, there are a few considerations to be made note of. First of all, you don't eat peacocks in.
There's a few motherfuckers that be grabbing them up.
There are people that grab them up.
Motherfuckers be grabbing them up.
But you're not supposed. Like we have signs that are for peacock crossings so they can get through.
I don't know if I would. I mean, I would try it, but I don't think I can get it out of my mind. Like
that you're eating a peacock.
That bird to me is like a trash bird. Honestly, it's like
a trash bird.
Yeah,
it peacocks? Is. They're like, you know where you find peacocks at? Kissimmee. It's flooded. What's Kissimmee? Kissimmee is like.
You know where you find peacocks at around here? The zoo.
Nah, bro. You find peacocks like next to dumpsters and shit.
We just go right around the corner, and they're right around the corner. From
around here, they're like exotic birds. What you mean?
Nah, these peacocks be in like
fellas.
No, these peacocks, bro. They be in like shopping centers and fucking like in the dumpsters and shit, bro. Like they trash birds, bro.
Mm-hmm. They are trash birds.
That's crazy because, like I said, around here, they're literally shown at zoos like exotic birds.
I mean, now again, they wouldn't be in trash if humans didn't have trash everywhere. I'm sure they'd just be eating fucking, you know what I'm saying, whatever they would harvest or fucking scavenge for or whatever. But I don't know. They be in, I don't know, bro. Some motherfuckers just be eating whatever. Straight up. Yeah. So no, I'm not. I would try it, but I just think of a peacock as like a city bird. It's a city bird, bro.
That's what I'm saying. It's just weird to me that, like I said, there you guys have them, like they're a normal part of life. Like I said, around here, legit. Like, I only reason why I ever saw them more frequent than the normal person because my aunt, for some reason, her next door neighbor had fucking peacocks in this fenced-in area in their yard. It's fucking weird.
What the fuck?
Yeah, but other than that, like you only see them in zoos. That's the weird. That's just the reality around here.
It took me a while to get used to fucking wildlife down here. I ain't gonna lie.
You see a lizard run by, and you're
it used to fuck me up because I thought it was like a rat. You know what I'm saying? Like you would see something move mad fast in your peripheral, and you would just be like, "What the fuck?" But now it just happened. You already know what it is, so I don't even turn my head to this shit no more.
I went down there to visit. The couple times I've been down there, they're fucking everywhere.
Yeah. You know how many times I've seen a gecko just crawl across my wall while I'm doing the live and I don't even say nothing. just watch the shit.
Yeah, you better not get near that bearded dragon. That bitch will eat you.
I'm just saying, once again, living in Florida with all of the reptiles that we have in the wild and amphibians that we have in the wild, I don't understand how so many people are afraid of these creatures. I don't get it.
Yeah, they really are though.
Like literally jump and scream halfway across the room because you see a gecko that's smaller than a dollar bill. What are you doing?
Yeah. Yup. I got one more. Do you have another one or not?
I could find one, but I don't have one pre-selected.
You don't have to. Get ended with this one. Is it dangerous to wake up a sleepwalker?
Yes.
Y'all both say yes. Tell me why.
Because you can startle them. You don't know what they're dreaming about in their sleepwalking, so they can turn around and swing on you.
You can startle them. You can actually, a lot of times, if you try to wake up a sleepwalker, they say they get violent and aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
My little brother used to sleepwalk a lot.
I used to as a kid. Glad I don't do it now as a big ass dude.
I knew somebody that would sleepwalk, but when they would sleepwalk, they would also sleep eat, but they would only eat the butter out of the fridge.
My dad said that one time as a kid when I was younger. I took my skateboard, went out in the middle of the living room, did a kickflip with my bare feet, landed it, went back to bed. Yeah, sleeping. Just in the middle of the living room floor, just pull my board out, did a kickflip, bare feet, went back and laid down.
Toe bleeder. You woke up with toe blood all over your fucking.
But I'm glad as a big ass dude, I ain't doing that shit now. But as a kid, my mom and dad said I slept all the time. And so I would just like sleepwalk and put my fucking my sheets and my blanket into the washer and go back and lay down. Like, what the fuck?
Mozzie said, "Could you do it awake?"
I wouldn't. Nah. Kickflip barefoot? No,
could.
Whoa.
And if I did, it'd be on a board without no grip tape.
Oh, barefoot. Kickflip with shoes on back in the day, yeah. Nowadays, hell no, I can't.
I'll go out kickflip right now with my shoes on, but not barefoot.
I can't do that shit no more. I fuck
All right,
around.
so it's dangerous
now.
to wake up a sleepwalker. Remember Lady Macbeth sleepwalking the scene in Shakespeare's Six? What the fuck? No, nobody does. What the fuck?
I actually happen to like Macbeth.
I did too.
You know what, Danny? You're gonna get this. You got this article. This is your article. Go ahead and grab that article.
Oh, you're gonna make me read?
Yep.
Well, his
I
reading
happen
is
to
a
like
little bit
Macbeth.
more enthusiastic than yours, anyways. It's okay.
Ouch.
I happen to like Macbeth.
Whose reading do you like better? Let me know in the chat.
Ripley's.com.
Fire it up. Whose reading is better? Am I out there for
Ooh.
real?
Yeah.
Is it dangerous to wake a sleepwalker? Off Ripley's Believe It or Not.
All right, you are going through it right now. You give it a sec. Give it a sec. Let's get it together.
Remember Lady Macbeth. Probably because I'm using my phone. Can you hear me?
There you go.
Remember Lady Macbeth's sleepwalking scene in Shakespeare's 1606 tragedy when she scrubs her hands, feverishly mumbling, "Out damn spot." Well, the sheer idiocy of the Step Brothers 2008 take on the whatever the fuck that word is, movement while asleep and midnight snacking. Some of the best documented and dramatic sleepwalking incidents have come down to us through the ages via literature, theater, television, and films. That's because no matter how you slice it, sleepwalking is as old as human history. Of course, what people think about sleepwalkers and how they've been treated has evolved since ancient times. Modern portrayals of sleepwalking usually end with another individual stepping in to wake up the sleepwalker. It just seems like the natural thing to do. Am I right? Or will jolting a sleepwalker back into consciousness condemn them to a soulless existence? Supernatural sleepwalkers.
Bro, I didn't know how long this was.
This is huge.
I gave you a fucking book to read, dog.
Well, let me stop real quick. Mozzie said my reading is better than both of yours.
Well, then pull his nut ass up here and have him read the rest of the article.
Mozzie doesn't know how to read.
Read in front of the class, Mozzie. Come on.
I thought I was actually doing pretty damn good.
You were doing good, but now Mozzie calling us out and he thinks he can read
you
better.
asked. You asked them to tell you who you thought reading was the best.
And he gonna say him? All right,
no,
bet.
he said me.
Oh,
Mozzie
you?
said me.
Oh, you?
Yes.
All right, fair. I thought Mozzie said he could read better.
No.
All right, well, no.
All right,
you
we're
should
going
read
to
the rest.
skip all the ancient beliefs and all this. We're going to have what we know today. More than 8.4 million Americans sleepwalk each year. As for kids, you'd be hard pressed to find any who haven't experienced at least one episode of sleepwalking. We now know it's a part of the human condition, not a manifestation of psychiatric disorder. So why don't sleepwalkers retain any memories of an episode? Because their behaviors take place without conscious awareness. Their behavior comes from the brain's central pattern generator. This area of the brain contains neural pathways associated with heavily practiced and learned movements, basically a typical or repeated schedule. That's why, that makes sense. I used to skateboard all the time, so that's why I fucking went and did a kickflip. That's what I did on a repeated schedule. That's why you'll notice sleepwalkers partaking in daily behavior from daily life, but you won't see them doing something new or unlearned, like speaking a language they don't know or playing an instrument they're unfamiliar with. You also won't observe sleepwalkers acting out in complex ways. The region of the brain that stores memories remains asleep too, which leads to zero recall later. How to handle a sleepwalker. So, what should you do when you encounter a sleepwalker? Researchers warn that it's very tough to rouse somebody from this state. Unless a sleepwalker is partaking in a dangerous activity like getting ready to dive down the stairs, head outside, or go for a drive, it's best to just steer them back to bed. That said, if you do manage to wake them, don't worry. Interrupting a sleepwalker won't harm them or lead them to soulless existence. Phew.
So you guys were wrong, realistically.
I just heard that people get violent.
Yeah,
You just wake them the fuck up. Be like, hey, wake the fuck up. What you doing?
I am a salesman, Mozzie. It's literally what I do.
An insured salesman. I'm an insurance salesperson. Now, Mozzie also said that he changes the subject when he doesn't know a word. It says the word, and he continues, "Your reading sucks, bro."
Hey. Salute to y'all, man. I appreciate y'all very much. It's been a fucking great first attempt at podcasting, I guess, without music involved. So, with that being said, I appreciate y'all tuning in and sticking it out with us, and we'll try to figure out more of a structure, I guess, for future episodes. If you guys if you guys have any ideas,
Send them into the submissions email.
Send them into submissions at gmail.com.
Want to try that again?
Submissions at slappinorlackin.com.
Official shit.
You're like, wait, what? Yeah. Submissions at slappinorlackin.com.
About Dubby?
Isn't there a way for them to just go to the website and send an email too? They can just do it from there.
They can you can go do the contact at the bottom, put your name,
just fucking send it in there.
email, and then do it that way. It doesn't always come straight to the email, but I can always forward it to our email so we have it. But yeah, do submit, give us ideas, stories. Hit us up with that. Obviously, we'll have a week to get topics for next week. Mm-hmm. We'll probably have some different ideas going on. Obviously, this was a spur of the moment, last minute thing, but
I think it was pretty cool. Yeah. All right. Catch y'all tomorrow for a regular show.